Automated Billing Part 5. This video features multiple languages. Just go to your YouTube video settings, click Audio Track, and select your preferred language. How to unlock Excel automation. We've been working in standard Excel.xlsx files up until now, but today we're moving into advanced Excel. Go to File, click Save As, and choose your folder. I'm choosing the desktop so it's ready to go when we need it. Go to Save As Type, select Excel Macro-Enabled Workbook, and smash that Save button. How to unlock the Developer tab. Navigate to File, then Options, and open Customize ribbon. Find the Developer option, check the box, and press OK. That's it, your Developer tab is ready. Now that it's active, this Developer tab is going to be our go-to tool for automating all of our upcoming projects. Integrating SpellNumber as an add-on Type 1. Instead of typing it out manually, we're going to make Excel convert our total amount into words automatically. To do this, head up to File, click Options at the bottom, and jump straight into the Add-ins tab. At the bottom, hit the Go button to pop up the Add-ins window, then click Browse. Find your downloaded SpellNumber file, click Open, check that box, and hit OK. Just like that, it's installed. Let's put it to work. In cell A54, type out the formula I'm showing right here. Take your after-tax total in cell H58, feed it into the SpellNumber formula, and watch it transform into words. Just merge these cells to unlock the full view. Time to test it out. Let's add our quantity and amount right here. Look at that. No manual typing needed. The formula works perfectly, and our entire after-tax total is officially converted into words. But wait, there's just one major catch you need to know about. Let's slide Excel out of the way for a second. Let's create a brand new folder on the desktop and drop our SpellNumber file right inside. Let's reopen the file, and look at that. There's the error, file not found. But wait, check this out. Even though it's broken, you can still see the spelled out number. It looks fine now, but if you actually try to edit this invoice or add a new item, the automation completely fails. To fix this, we just need to relink our file in the Add-ins menu, exactly like we did at the start. Integrating SpellNumber as an add-on Type 2. Let's look at another clever way to bring the SpellNumber tool into Excel. To do this, we're going to click on the Developer tab, select Visual Basic, and open up our workspace. Go to Insert, select Module, and paste the code from the description. Then, simply rename the module as SpellNumber. Save your file, and you're good to go. Now, let's close out of the VBA editor and head back to Excel. We'll merge this area together. Let's type out our formula. Make sure you start with an equals sign, then go ahead and type SpellNumber. Select H58, and that's our reference for the SpellNumber formula. Now, let's fill in a sample quantity and rate just to make sure our formula is working flawlessly. And there it is. The formula works absolutely perfectly. The best part about this second method, it's completely built right into your Excel file, unlike the first method which relies on an external file. So, pick whichever one fits your workflow best. SpellNumber tip: use text boxes instead of merging. To keep our layout flexible for future edits, Let's undo the merge and handle this the smart way by using an inserted text box. To fix this cleanly, format cell A54 to center across selection. It gives you the exact same look as a merge, but without any of the formatting headaches. Jump into the Insert tab, select Text Box, and position it perfectly over the SpellNumber cell. To clean up the design, just right-click the text box and open up Format Shape. Under Shape Options, switch the background to Solid Fill to mask our formula cell, and hit No Line to completely erase the borders. Go to Text Options and check Wrap Text in Shape. To fix the sizing, head over to Shape Options and click this third icon right here. Open the Size menu, change the height and width to fit your sheet, and line it up perfectly inside the cell. Now, let's open up Print Preview and make sure everything looks perfect. There it is. Clean, professional, and looking perfect. All we have to do now is connect this text box to cell A54, and our formula text will pop right in. Make sure you don't write the formula inside the box, because Excel will just treat it as regular text. Click the border of the box, head to the formula bar, and type equals F54. It works perfectly. Let's double-check the print preview and make sure everything looks right. It looks absolutely perfect. Now, let's change the quantity and rate to check it one more time. And there it is, the formula spells out our after-tax total perfectly. Let's throw in a really huge amount and see if it still fits perfectly. Just like that, it fits perfectly inside the box. Let's clear out the quantity and rate and see what happens. Just like that, the formula clears out completely. Adding the address text box and fixing layouts. Sometimes an address is longer than 3 lines, which usually forces you to merge cells. To avoid that layout mess, let's create a text box instead. Just follow the same text box steps we did earlier. Next, we need to adjust our customer table and make the address column a little wider. When you type in a longer address, you want the row to expand automatically. To set that up, first, select all your address rows. Now, head to the Home tab, click Format, and select Auto Fit Row Height. Now for a quick trial. Let's type in some extra text and make this address a bit bigger. There it is. The row expands automatically and looks great. It works, but the text isn't lining up perfectly. Let's adjust the alignment to make it look professional. Just select the whole table, go to the Home tab, and pick the right alignment to make it look neat. If you just need to fix a single row, select that one row and adjust the alignment. Let's check the main bill one more time to test out this address. As you can see, even a long address fits perfectly now. And now, we can align the address text any way we want. Let's open up Print Preview and see how it looks. Does everything look perfect, or do we need a quick fix? As you can see, everything looks great. And that is how you completely automate your bill using advanced Excel. If this tutorial helped you out, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.